these engines here, I'm gonna try to pick us up a couple more. I'm gonna try to hit some people up. We're gonna try to get some more stuff. Obviously, we're gonna talk some people. If you want the horsepower, then these heads here probably not gonna work. We're gonna really make some strong horsepower. I've already got it from this class. We gotta get some money up, buddy. We gotta get some money. He said, no problem. You heard him, did you? We're gonna get some people in supporting us here. And I'm really tickled to be on the, today is just the first lesson for me. Next time I come, be prepared to get greasy. I'm telling you, we're gonna, have some, we gotta get some hand cleaner in here and stuff, and we're gonna, I'd like to have an engine pulled together where you could tear it down. That's what I'd like to do.
We'll do that. We'll get a bunch of them.
I don't want tore down to start with.
Let's just work on the blocks, and then we'll get.
Yeah. We'll show you, we'll get our mics out next time.
Yep.
And hopefully I can find all mine. Like I said, all my stuff's in the floor and fix to put it on the shelf. So I gotta get all my stuff and we'll get you all on that, learned out, say, well, this is a 4-inch board and you'll know if it's been bored 30,000. You can sometimes scrape the top of a piston and look at it and see it'll have a stamp in it, .30. It's been rebuilt before. You can only bore them so much. Some engines, you go past 40,000, sometimes even 60, they'll overheat because the wall is thin in that cylinder. It works up and down in. And so you gotta watch stuff like this. We're gonna determine, it might be that the rods in one engine, we gotta check them and see if they're true. We're gonna send these engines that we're gonna choose to the machine shop and have them bored. We're gonna get the cranks turned, and that means they're gonna true them up. We're gonna make sure they have to turn them 10,000. I don't like to run more than a 10,000ths on one myself. Some people go 20. But, and there's different cranks we can use. Some of them are steel. Steel cranks are made for a lot more horsepower. A different camshafts. We're gonna be able to, I'm gonna try to get a direct line maybe to a competition or something and tell them what we're doing and see if we can't get some help there on the camshaft. And then we'll know what they'll want to know what your car's gonna weigh. We can get that information from him. And they'll want to know what kind of cam they'll tell you what kind of cam to put in it. We're gonna go, hopefully, we can find an engine that we can put roller lifters in, which most of them will take it. We just gotta add a piece or two. But this engine here already has them. That's an 87 model or more, 86 to 89, 90 or something. That's already set up for it. All these engines right here, we're gonna check them out. Any questions from y'all? No questions.
Oh, I have a question. Whenever we get done for the day, like we're assembling and everything, do we have to put a tarp over it?
Yeah, you gotta keep it clean.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll bring some plastic and stuff and that will cover it up. All that, when we, when we start knocking pistons in, or crankshafts or camshafts, this atmosphere in here with sawdust and welding and grinding and stuff, it's got to be kept perfectly clean. I mean, you need to be able to eat off that block. We get done, when you build that engine, we're gonna paint it just like a car. We're gonna slick it up. I'm gonna show y'all how to kind of die grind and sand that block even before we start building it to get it cleaned up and take the deburr it. There's casting places on there that you can slick up so when you do paint it, a beautiful color. They're painting them with car paint now. That's what I do. And they look just as pretty as the outside of a car when you get them done. Then you start putting your chrome accessories on there. I'm trying to get you all fired up because it's kind of like, it's kind of like whipping cream on top of pie. You know what I'm saying? It's seeing those accessories on these cars and knowing you built that engine is gonna be good. Okay, what is the scariest part of it to you right now? What scares you about this whole deal? Nothing? Okay, yeah.
I don't know much about what I'm doing, so I'm kind of just a little nervous I'm nervous about how much time it's going to take me to learn.
Something you're showed up here. It's something you want to do. I found out something about me, sis. I'm really serious. Something I want to do, I get it here pretty quick. If it's something I really don't care about, it's not too much fun. As far as your question is, sis, what did I say about this motor we're gonna do? Just think about that. What did I say? We're gonna find what? Gonna find out what they are. You remember that? Not hard. So now what are we gonna do next meeting?
We're gonna show up for one. We got half a class here.
Yeah.
You're gonna get out of this class what you want. You're gonna get out of what you put in. And this may not be your thing, but don't waste the time you have here, because you don't get your time back. It'll be like tying your shoe. Once you learn how to tie your shoe, you know how to tie your shoe. Whether you ever build another motor again or not, that's really not the point. At least you know how to do it. And then you'll know, do you want to or don't you? So, that's it.